I'm with Steve O'Brien, mortgage broker for Vortex Finance in Wollongong, but here we are in beautiful Wongawilli. You work from home, Steve?
Yes, I work from home, yes.
Yeah. You've had your solar power system installed for a good couple of years now. What made you choose to go solar? You're in a beautiful area, new build, obviously north-facing aspect as we look out the window. What made you think we should get solar for here?
Wongawilli hasn't got natural gas connected, so when we built the home we decided that we didn't want gas bottles, so we went fully electric, and with that in mind we decided that we would invest in putting solar on to minimise those costs. We plan to stay here for a long period and seen it as a solid investment.
You mentioned before we started filming that you've got a pool, you've got a few fridges. Your usage was on the high side. You installed a pretty decent sized system for back in the day. Tell me why you decided to do that.
Well, correctly, we've got a pool that runs in the summertime 6 hours a day, the pool pump. We've got 3 fridges and a freezer. The house is fully air conditioned. And our first bill prior to putting solar on was around $900. Which was a bit of a shock, and so we'd done some research to see if we could minimise those costs. We eventually got the cost down to, we got a small credit on our last bill, so we're more than happy with the installation. And I work from home 5 days a week. My wife's just starting to work from home, so if anything, our usage has gone up. So it's been a solid investment.
So tell me how the working from home and solar thing is beneficial.
Okay, I think we utilise the system to the full extent. I run the appliances during the day, like the washing, the dishwasher. Because I work from home, I have the opportunity where I can put those things on, so I think we take full advantage of the system. So we're not using a lot of power at night when we're not getting any feed in. So
you're really trying to utilise as much of the solar energy during the day, minimise your consumption at night. And you were saying to me before that you've negotiated a good solar feed-in tariff for the power that you don't use, that you send back to the grid?
Yes, that's interesting. They all vary a little bit with what they're prepared to offer, and it's something that I think you probably need to be in tune with. Probably check every 12, 18 months, but we were getting offered 10 cents from our first provider. They sent me a letter saying they were reducing it to 8 cents. I made inquiries and we're getting 21 cents now, and that difference has been able to get us credit on our bills.
Nice. What do you think Wongawilli is like in terms of a suitable place for installing solar?
Yeah, look, we're positioned fairly closely to the escarpment, so we're probably affected a little bit more than some of the other properties here, but I've found it, by the bills and that, it hasn't affected our thing. We've got a north-facing property, so the panels are on the east and west side of the house too, which is probably not ideal, but we're still getting good results out of it.
I guess the good thing about the east-west orientation is that you're producing power from first thing in the morning through till last thing in the afternoon?
Yeah, well that's what it's doing, but we do, because of our proximity to the escarpment, we do sort of lose the afternoon quite early, well probably half an hour or so earlier than say someone 500 metres away, but as I said, the results are still there.
We've seen from the aerial images and just obviously driving around the street that a lot of properties, quite a number of properties have gone down the same path as you. In Wongawilli they've installed solar, but there are still heaps of big suitable roof spaces in the region, in Wongawilli itself, that don't, and I'm just wondering, what do you think stops people from doing that?
As I said, Wongawilli hasn't got natural gas on, so I don't know why they all haven't really given it some consideration. Look, it might have been, I suppose, when you build a house, which the majority of these are fairly new, they always blow out a little bit, and maybe that cost factor mightn't come into consideration because of that. But I'm sure that it should be something that they should give strong consideration to once their finances are back in track a little bit. The cost of it isn't substantial in what the cost is of building a home. So, and as I said, if you minimise your your electricity bills to where you're not even paying any. It's a good long-term investment.
For sure.
A standard house block in Wongawilli was about 430,000. The 2,000 metre blocks ended up selling for about 700,000. Most people would put a similar valued house on the property, I would assume. So you know, if you're spending 800,000 to construct a home, to spend another $10,000 for a huge system is pretty minimal, and it should be incorporated in the cost.
What made you decide to go with the brands of equipment that you did? You opted for LG panels and you went for a Fronius inverter. What made you decide to do that?
I'd done some research, and the reviews on those two products were very satisfying. I suppose we wanted quality. We wanted a long-term system a system that would last long-term. I didn't want to have something that worked for 12 months and then started deteriorating. The reviews that I read on those particular products and the advice I got from you was that they were sort of probably top end in the field. I think the quality that we've got, and it's shown it in proof with the reduction in our bills, that it's definitely working. So if we can get that continuing long term, and look, you know, there's been some factors in there that we discussed with the bushfires, with the smoke, the drought, with the dust. They probably affected the functionality of the system. So to get the results we've done has been very satisfying given those conditions. Yeah.
How much was your bill over that drought/bushfire period earlier this year?
Well, we got a credit of $8. So we were running the air conditioner probably more than what we would, because of that.
You work in finance. You work in as a mortgage broker, and so you're obviously a numbers guy. Talk to us a little bit about numbers in terms of solar, why people would or wouldn't choose to do it.
I don't see why they shouldn't. It's not a huge cost, and most solar companies now offer a finance package, or it's quite easy to get a green loan, like we can do those as well. And the repayments on a system, the reduction in your bill would easily pay for the loan comfortably. And if in Wongawilli in particular, when we've got no natural gas and the majority of your house would be running on electrical appliances, it's really going to sort of pay for itself quite quickly.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no-brainer.